Today we are going to discuss how analytical synthesis problem can be carried out with the help of Freudenstein's equation and Chebyshev spacing. So the question is, design a 4-bar mechanism by using 3 precision points to generate the function y is equal to x raised to 1.5 for the range 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4. Assume 30 degree starting position and 120 degree finishing position for the input link and 90 degree starting position and 180 degree finishing position for the output link. Take length of the fixed link AD as 25 mm. So first of all, let us start with the given values. So here the question, it is given that y is equal to x raised to 1.5. This is our required function. So here in the question it is mentioned that we have to design the 4-bar mechanism with the help of 3 precision points. Okay, so 3 precision points we have to find. So another important thing given in the question is the range for the value of x. The range for the value of x, and it is given as x will vary in between 1 and 4. Okay, so it means that the start point, okay, xs is equal to 1 and xf, the final position of the f, is equal to 4. So in between you have got 3 points. Okay, similarly the input link angle, that means theta s is equal to 30 degree and the finishing position of the input link angle is given as 120 degree. That means theta f is equal to 120 degree. So here also you have to find 3 precision points. Phi s is given as 90 degree and phi f is given as 180 degree. Okay, here also you have to find 3 precision points. Okay, so in between you have to find this value of y also. So here y also will come, ys 3 precision points, then yf. Okay, so these all are the given values, xs, xf, theta s, theta f, phi s and phi f. In order to find the precision points, xj is equal to 1 by 2 into xs plus xf minus 1 by 2 into xf minus xs cos pi into 2j minus 1 divided by 2n. Okay, so this is the equation for finding the precision points. Here j will vary as 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and n is the total number of precision points. Okay, n is the total number of precision points. Upon substituting j for 1 and n is equal to 3, you will be getting the value of x1. Okay, so x1 is equal to 1 by 2 into xs. xs is equal to 1 plus xf is equal to 4. So 1 plus 4 minus 1 by 2 into 4 minus 1 cos pi into 2 into j. So in place of j it is 1 minus 1 divided by 2 into n. n is equal to 3. So 2 into 3. Okay, so upon solving, x1 will be 1.2. Okay, so x1 will be 1.2. So next you are going to substitute 2 for j. Okay, so upon solving x2, the value will become 2.5 and x3, similarly x3 will be 3.8. Okay, next you are going to calculate the value of y. So there you have to calculate ys, y1, y2, y3 and yf. Okay, so ys is equal to, what is the equation? From the question it is given that the equation y is equal to x raised to 1.5. So for ys, x value will be 1 and 1 raised to 1.5 will be equal to 1 itself. Then y1 value will be equal to x1 raised to 1.5. 1.2 raised to 1.5 will be equal to 1.316. So similarly you can calculate all the values of y2, y3 and yf. So I am writing it over here. So this value is 1 and this value will be 8. In between the values are y1 will be equal to 1.316, y2 will be equal to 3.952 and y3 will be equal to 7.41. So next you are going to find out the values of theta 1, theta 2, theta 3 and phi 1, phi 2 and phi 3. So the first one is theta j. Theta j is equal to theta s plus theta f minus theta s divided by xf minus xs into xj minus xs. So this value is known. This is the theta s value. This value is known. This is 120 degree. This value is also known. That is 30 degree. Then xf value. Xf value is 4. It's known. Xs value is known. So all these values are of given values. Okay. Xs is also known. These all are given values. Okay. So this value is already calculated. That is 1.2. So first you have to calculate the value of theta 1 with the help of x1. So here x1 is 1.2. Theta 1 will be 36 degree. Similarly, upon substituting x2 in this equation, that means 2.5. Okay, 2.5 in this equation, you will be getting the value of theta 2. Okay, and the value of theta 2 will be 75 degree. And similarly, theta 3 will be equal to 114 degree. All these three values will lie in between 30 and 120 degree, which is the theta s and theta f respectively. Okay. So next you are going to find the values of phi 1, phi 2 and phi 3. So for finding phi values, we have to use y values. Okay. So here for finding the theta values, we have to use the x values. Okay. Here we are using the y values. Okay. So in a similar manner, as we have found out the value of theta j or theta, we can find the value of phi as phi 1 equal to 94.06 degree, phi 2 is equal to 127.95 degree and phi 3 is equal to 172.41 degree. Okay, you are familiar with this equation. This is actually the Freudenstein's equation. So the equation is k1 cos phi minus k2 cos theta plus k3 is equal to cos theta minus phi. So with the values, we have to write three equations. Okay, with these values, we have to write three equations. Okay, so the first equation will be k1. So for first equation, I am using these values. Okay, so k1, so cos phi is equal to cos 94.06 degree minus k2 cos 36 degree plus k3 is equal to cos theta minus phi. That means 36 minus 94.06 degree. Okay, so this is your first equation. Next, I am using these two values for writing the second equation. So k1 cos 127.95 degree minus k2 cos 75 degree plus k3 is equal to cos 75 degree minus 127.95 degree. This will be your equation 2. Next equation will be K1 cos. For that I am using these two values. Okay, cos 172.41 degree minus K2 cos 114 degree plus K3 is equal to cos 114 degree minus 172.41 degree. Okay, so this is your equation 3. So this is your 3 equations. So this is your equation 1, this is your equation 2, and this is your equation 3. These 3 equations are of the form a1x plus b1y plus c1z is equal to d1, a2x plus b2y plus c2z is equal to d2, a3x plus b3y plus c3z is equal to d3. Okay, so use your calculator for solving these equations with of 3 unknowns. Okay, so these are equations with 3 unknowns. So upon solving, you will get the value of K1 as 0.59, K2 is equal to 0.45, and K3 is equal to 0.119. K1 equal to 0.6, the 0.59, which is rounded to 0.6, 0.453, and K3 is equal to 0.12. Okay, 119 is the actual value. It's rounded to 2 decimal place, 0.12. Always remember to take the values of K1, K2, K3 as modulus values. Okay, and we know that K1 is equal to D by A, K2 is equal to D by C, and K3 is equal to A square minus B square plus C square plus D square divided by 2AC. Okay, so we know the value of K1 and D1. D is from the question. Okay, AD is 25 mm. So we know the value of D and K1 right now. So from that we can find the value of A. Similarly, from this equation we know the value of D and K2. Thereby we can find the value of C. We know the value of K3. Now from this equation we know the value of A. From this equation we know the value of C, and D is already known, and A is known, C is known. Okay, from this equation we can find the value of B. Okay, so upon solving, the value was found to be A is equal to 41.7 mm, C is equal to 55.2 mm, and B is equal to 69.7 mm. So these are the required dimensions of the 4-bar mechanisms, and this has been synthesized with the help of the 3 precision points. Okay, I will explain the procedure once again. So first of all, you have to write the given values. That means xs, xf, then theta s, theta f, phi s, phi f. So these are all the given values. Next, you have to find the values of x1, x2 and x3 with the help of this equation. Okay, so with the help of this equation you have to find the values of x1, x2 and x3. Next, in the question there will be a function. So with that function you have to find the values of y, ys, yf, y1, y2 and y3. So by substituting the values of x1, x2 and x3 in this equation, you can find the values of theta 1, theta 2 and theta 3. By using the y values and this equation, phi j, okay, you can find the values of phi 1, phi 2 and phi 3. By using the Freudenstein's equation, so this is your Freudenstein's equation. So in this equation, you can substitute these two values and you can obtain the first equation. So this is your first equation. Next, by using these two values, you can obtain the second equation. By using these two values, you can obtain these equation. So now you have got three equations. Upon solving these three equations, you will get the values of k1, k2 and k3. Please remember to take the modulus values. From this k1, k2 and k3 values, you can obtain the values a, c and b. So these all are the required dimensions of the 4-bar mechanism. Okay, so you can find the value of a, b, c, d is already given. Okay, so these all are the dimensions of the required mechanism. So this is a, b, c and d. Try to solve the problem. Thank you.